Good morning. Next weather meteorologist Troy Bridges here with you as we track this severe weather moving through. You're seeing live images right now in Atlanta Hartsfield International Airport. And right now we are seeing lots of people sort of stranded a bit because there is a ground stop, and that is because of a huge line of storms with strong winds moving through right now. Let me show you the radar as we come back out. And this is the big line stretching all the way from the North Georgia mountains right into the perimeter and down to the airport. We are going to track this all the way over into LaGrange with that deeper red that you see on the screen. We're talking about rain rates at more than 2 inches an hour. So we're going to bring in meteorologist Jonathan Myers now, and we're going to show you more of the radar as we zoom in. And this big line is one that we've been watching. We had tornado warnings in northwest Georgia earlier, and now we're seeing severe thunderstorm warnings along that entire line with those winds near 70 miles per hour.
This has been something that we've been tracking all weekend long, all the way since late last week, and we've been expecting this potential of just an absolutely hazardous Monday morning commute. So we want to get into some of the towns. We pulled out all the stops here. We've got team coverage. Of course, I and Troy are on top of this. Let's go ahead and take a full live look at our radar right now. And Troy is going to drive for me here. Thank you, Troy. You can see actually brand new, this is a tornado warning that has now been issued along I-20. Brand new, so you need to get into your safe place. We are going to stay with this until 6:30 a.m. This includes some of our main counties, DeKalb as well as Rockdale. This is a radar indicated tornado as well as a potential of 3/4 inch size hail. This is brand new. Areas Klondike, Lakeview Estates, all these areas you need to take cover now. Snapfinger also in line to receive the storm. Again, a tornado warning has just been issued in the area of DeKalb and Rockdale County. This is radar indicated, but you need to treat this as a real tornado. Thank you very much, Troy. These are some of the towns that could be impacted. 6:15 a.m., Panola, Lithonia, 6:33, Lake Capri, 6:48 a.m. We'll take you to 6:54 a.m. That includes Lakeview Estates. These are very, very populated areas where a lot of folks are heading to work right now. 7:03 a.m., Conyers. So if you are in your car, in your vehicle, you've got to get off the road and you've got to get into a safe place. That means a sturdy shelter without windows inside an interior room. That is the best safe place to be. Again, we've got, about another 15 minutes on this, and we are going to stay with this. We're going to blow out all of our commercials, and we are going to stay with this. The main thing here is we want to keep you safe. So you can see the red and the green. This is what we call a couplet. These are winds going to and away from the radar that are swirling around each other. That is just to the southeast of Snapfinger along Highway 212 and 155. That is a very strong signature of rotation within our thunderstorm. This is why we've had that tornado warning that was just issued moments ago here on the east side, right along, and I mean, this is an extremely, extremely populated area. I-20 as well as 285, that is right along the perimeter. So as we move to the east, once again, it's going to be places like Lake Capri, Conyers, Klondike. All these areas are going to be impacted by the potential of this, at least for now, radar indicated tornado. Our newsroom is going to be getting reports potentially as this continues to unfold. And you can see here, this is why we have some of those school delays as well. And some of these schools may not be delayed. So they're going to be taking into account some of their tornado preparation drills and now their emergency preparedness as well, like Shoal Creek Elementary School, Collinsville. These are places where you've got to be in hallways, you've got to be in places away from windows. Lake Capri, Conyers, all these areas through about 6:45. Rockdale Medical Center, Milstead, as well as Zingara. Grand Prix Arena, 6:57 a.m. Dialtown at 7:10 a.m., 7:13 a.m. Covington Municipal. So all of these areas are going to be in line for a potential tornado moving through. Again, I know it can sound a little repetitive, but folks may just be tuning in. A tornado warning has been issued along this line of severe thunderstorms that already has winds of up to 60 to 75 miles an hour reported, up to nickel-size hail. there is now on the east side along I-20, a radar indicated tornado. And we're going to bring Troy back in to discuss. He's been tracking this as it's been moving east.
Yeah, so we're talking about this storm moving possibly east at about 20, even 25 to 30 miles per hour. You see that big line, as Jonathan's been showing you, that deep line, those deep purples that you saw as that radar sweep came through. This is stretching all the way from Gainesville down just to areas to the west of Loganville. So this is going to be moving in with the line of strong damaging winds at 70 miles per hour or greater. But our biggest concern, as Jonathan said, is where you see this deeper red right here. That is the tornado warning, and this is again going to continue into areas here. Let's take it full screen right now, and I can show you what we're talking about. Again, this is the chance for some real rotation. We were just showing you the velocity mode, and that showed that couplet, because anytime we see the reds and the greens very close together, that shows wind direction changing. Here it is for DeKalb and Rockdale counties. This is that tornado warning that goes until 6:30, so less than 15 minutes from now we will likely see this expire. But the same cell will be moving off to the east. Jonathan has drawn a circle there where we do believe that couplet is, and when we say couplet, we're talking about the actual area of rotation, the change in wind direction with height within this storm system. That is what we call shear, and that where you see that green and red, you see the little green and the little red dots on the screen on velocity mode, that shows us the rotation, the change in wind direction. One area of wind moving into the radar site, the other moving away from the radar site, and that means it is rotating. The question now is, because this is radar indicated rotation, is this actually reaching the ground as a tornado? So just north of Klondike and off to the east of Snapfinger, headed right into Lakeview Estates and Conyers, as this will likely hold together, moving quickly at close to 25 to 30 miles per hour. So let's track it as we're moving it off to the east again at close to 30 miles per hour. We'll see where we're seeing that stronger storm with the possibility of a tornado. We could see this thing sort of lapse and then sort of regenerate. So often you'll see that develop, die out, and then regenerate. So we have to be on our highest alert. Find your safe place, the closest place you can find away from glass, away from windows. Oftentimes that's going to be the interior-most portion of your home. It can be a bathroom if there's not a lot of glass around, under a stairwell, a closet, a basement if you have one. Again, that's going to be right along I-20, moving closer to I-20 between Conyers and areas to the west in areas like Klondike. So I'm going to name off some of these areas for you, and you can see right there by 6:26, Shoal Creek Elementary will see that chance for the strong wind and the possibility of a tornado move in. There for Conyers by 6:36, also there for Cousins Middle School at 7:09, and Covington Municipal Airport by 7:15. So you see that again. Jonathan's working the radar. We are zooming in to show you that. This tornado warning, again, Jonathan, right, it goes until 6:30 this morning. So we have about 10 minutes on this warning. So if this holds together, it will likely move farther off to the east and impact areas like Conyers. Again, we were showing you as we zoomed in what we're talking about with rotation. When you see the winds changing in direction, the higher you go in the atmosphere, that indicates that rotation. And when we talk about a rotating cell, that could lead to a tornado on the ground. Now, we could call this sort of a pulsating system, where we do begin to see those stronger winds in the upper levels, and then they drop as a tornado to the ground. And then we start to see that pushing farther to the upper parts of the atmosphere. So again, if you're just tuned in, let's show that warning for DeKalb and Rockdale counties. A tornado warning until 6:30 this morning for both DeKalb and Rockdale counties. We've zoomed in. There we go. Jonathan Myers is circling that
really
area right now. What was that, Jonathan?
You can really see that there, the green and the red right next to each other, Troy. That is what we call the couplet. So that's what you're talking about in terms of kind of the where that big spin is in your thunderstorm. And from that, not all the time, but from that is where you can get the tighter spin of the tornado that descends down from the cloud. So that's kind of a spin in the storm or the clouds themselves. And then your tornado itself can come out of out of that wider scale rotation. So that's what I just circled.
Yeah, and the scarier thing about this is oftentimes we'll see these things sort of pulsate. One will develop, it'll reach the ground, then go back up into the cloud, and then could drop down again with a few seconds. So even if this is not a confirmed tornado on the ground, it could redevelop into a tornado as it moves very quickly off to the east at 25 to 30 miles per hour. So right now, Conyers, you're definitely the one in the sights of the system as it moves in. We do think it is sort of moving between Lakeview Estates and Conyers. So if you can hear me right now and you're in any of those regions just to the south of Lakeview Estates and areas like Conyers, you've got to find your safe place now. Again, an interior portion of your home, away from glass, windows. Often it can be a hallway. Here are some of the areas that are impacted. If you've just tuned in, this is a tornado warning that does go until 6:30 this morning. Radar indicated tornado areas like South Hicks Circle Park by 6:31. That's 10 minutes from now. You will likely see the possible tornado where you are. We are seeing it for Rockdale Medical Center, also for Hightower Trail by 6:49 this morning if this holds together. Mount Zion Church by 7:03 and areas like Macedonia Church by 7:20 this morning as this will likely hold together. Even in some of these lines of thunderstorms, if this is not reaching the ground as a tornado, even though we do see indications that this is rotating at least in the upper levels, the mid levels of the atmosphere, we are going to see some strong damaging winds from this. So even when you have a tornado warning that hasn't been confirmed, you have to be aware you could have winds at 70 miles per hour or greater. There's also the chance for pea-sized hail with this as this continues to move off to the east. So Jonathan's working the radar and zooming in for you now. Look at that big line. So let me show you this line as we stretch it out here and talk about what we're seeing. You see all of that orange shading that goes all the way from North Georgia, stretching all the way into the perimeter and then back off now just to the east of the perimeter. So the worst of it now out of the I-285 perimeter, you can see that right there. So downtown Atlanta, you're out of the woods when you talk about that severe threat. We're seeing some rain that will continue, but we're seeing that big line with all of these severe storms. We call this a squall line because what we're seeing here, and Jonathan's going to draw that out in a second, every single one of these individual cells here in this line of storms, everyone is severe. We're talking about severe thunderstorm warnings, which means 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts within each of these individual cells as they move in. So as we draw this line, you can see what we're talking about. Moving to Griffin by 6:39 this morning. Also there for Covington by 6:50, Athens by 7:14. Not the tornado warned storm, but we are talking about that line of strong damaging winds. So even in areas where you are not under a tornado warning, you do have enough strong damaging wind to cause some real issues out there. Certainly for anyone out on the roads, we're talking about rain rates at more than 2, possibly even 3 to 4 inches an hour coming down and penny-sized hail. So let's recap what we're talking about with this tornado warning. Again, in this line, we have all of those stronger wind gusts, that severe thunderstorm warning in effect for every one of those cells. But here's the line we're talking about, really now on top of Conyers, and that is the one that is rotating. This is the tornado warning that goes until 6:30 this morning as we take it full here for you. DeKalb and Rockdale counties both under that warning for another 5-6 minutes or so from now. So again, try to get in your safe place, find a place away from glass and windows. Jonathan has drawn that circle on the screen. You can see if we go into velocity mode, once again, we'll show you what we're talking about with that chance for rotation, and we'll look at exactly where that rotation is. So again, when we show you reds and greens that are very close together on the screen, that gives us a real idea of this thing rotating, and at least in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. And then the question is this actually reaching the ground? Yeah, and Jonathan, there you go. You can see that as I zoom in here and show you the red and green. That is a real couplet.
Yeah, and Troy, I would not be surprised if they continued this tornado warning past 6:30 a.m. because of the fact that you still see that couplet signature on the radar right now. By the way, my executive producer just stepped in. She said there's still a ground stop that is going on at Atlanta Hartsfield Airport, and you can see the lines that are just building up. So that's just a total inconvenience on top of everything else. And then, of course, the dangerous storms that are pulling through right during the heart of the morning commute and a lot of kids' trips to school here. So, you know, if you're traveling east or west on 20 east of the city right now, this is not the time to be on the roads. And if you are around the area of Conyers, you can really see what we kind of call this inflow notch. I know that sounds like a lot of jargon, but basically what that is where you can kind of see the radar. There's a little notch, if you will, in the oranges and reds that kind of comes in from the east. That's where this storm is pulling in a whole lot of air. And that's kind of where we're concerned that potentially could be some rotation that's doing that from the ground. And you can see as Troy has just switched that up into the velocity
there's the
mode,
update. We just
or
had
the
an
shear mode, as we say.
Yeah.
We translate that into that potential couplet there where we have that swirl. So really
it looks
just
like there's some weakening, wouldn't you say, Jonathan?
a very dangerous morning, but this is some good news that Troy has just mentioned here. It looks like the couplet that was running ahead of the storm at this point is weakening a little bit, although I still see that notch there on the reflectivity. So we'll just have to see here in the next, about 3-4 minutes what's going to happen with this warning. It does appear, at least on the velocity signature, the shear signature, that things are getting a little bit better.
Yeah, we're not seeing quite that couplet that we were seeing.
Right, maybe a little bit of a signature right kind of like in there. But this may, at this point, if that trend continues, be dropped. But still, again, if you were in line with this on the east side of Conyers, southeast of Lakeview Estates, this is a place where you do need to be in your safe place. Again, you could keep the TV on and head into an interior bathroom away from windows. A basement is a great place to be if you're on the roads. Best place to be is get off the roads, get into a sturdy structure. And you can see there Troy is running the radar and showing us some of the towns that are going to be impacted. This includes Grand Prix Arena, some of the landmarks here, Mount Zion Church, Dialtown as well in the next few minutes. And actually superimposed on the map there, you could see some of the times of when these places are going to be impacted. So these are your neighborhoods, folks. You really need to hunker down until this stuff moves out of the way. If you can delay that commute for an hour or two, you're going to be fully out of this. By about 9 a.m., temperatures begin to drop and the atmosphere stabilizes and we are out of this. But until then, here Conyers eastbound, actually this whole line still has the potential of spinning up some isolated tornadoes. Here we go. So 628. Always do not like to see when schools are in the path here, but C.J. Hicks Elementary School right now under this cell. Again, we got 2 more minutes on this tornado warning. We're going to stay with this until this is expired, or we will stay with it as it is reissued. But Rockdale Medical Center, this is another very dangerous place for this to be approaching, I'm sure. And by the way, Forsyth County schools now on a 2-hour delay. My producer just telling me my ear. Forsyth County now under a 2-hour delay for these storms. So just everybody hunker down east of the city and just stay safe, get in your safe place if you're under these warnings. Even severe thunderstorm warnings can contain winds of in excess of 60 miles an hour by definition, and large hail. You see there Clayton down to Mossy Creek, Highway 23. As you're headed up and down toward Buford, you're going to have some big problems here. Turnerville. These all areas impacted by very, very heavy rain right now. It looks like, are we expiring that tornado warning at this point, Troy?
I believe we are. Let me widen up here and check that here.
Let's
widen up and show the radar as we.
And we can see this is live updating.
The warning is still there. It could drop off. They have not extended it, so it may. There we go. I believe it just dropped off. It's over.
All right. So the warning is over. So that is some great news. So we're going to toss things over to Alexa here in a moment to get a check on the roads. Things have been obviously an absolute mess across the area, especially now the east side of the city. This has really just been a really harrowing morning, especially at the airport with the ground stop going on, as well as with the tornado warning and really an area-wide severe thunderstorm warning. Again, we're going to be on top of this all through the morning with team coverage. Alexa, how are we doing on those roadways right now?
Hey, Jonathan, the roads are actually quite a mess right now, as Jonathan and Troy have been mentioning. Stay off of them if you can. Pooling water. We have reports of downed power lines and fallen trees in places across the metro. You're looking live over I-75 right by Truist Park right now. Traffic is loading up, but there is a lot of water on the roads. We want to show you also a look at our live weather radar here over the metro. You can see those storms moving through quite quickly, but really blanketing all of the major interstates through the morning commute. We are tracking a lot of incidents, so buckle in and stay with me here. We have 2 crashes on the East Freeway. The left lane is blocked on I-20 eastbound right before Panola Road. And then on the westbound side, the left shoulder is blocked on the East Freeway right after Panola Road. We are also tracking some crashes up in Cherokee County. An accident reported in Ackworth on I-75 southbound right at Highway 92. You can see that causing a little bit of a backup there, so know that that is slow and go. There is also a crash blocking the left lane in Woodstock. This is on I-575 northbound right at Town Lake Parkway. That not causing too big of a delay there. We are also tracking some police activity. This is in the downtown connector. The right lane of the entrance ramp is blocked on the downtown connector. This is on the northbound side, the on-ramp from Spring Street. Police and fire are investigating a death there, so know that those flashing lights will be there, so slow down and move over for that. And then lastly, we are tracking a couple of incidents on the West Freeway 285 southbound at I-20. There is an accident blocking the left lane, and then a fallen tree in East Point. This is on Langford Parkway westbound between Stanton Road and Greenbrier Parkway. A tree has fallen into the road, and we have seen multiple reports of fallen trees, downed power lines, and debris on all of the interstates throughout the metro. So really be careful out there, and if you can delay your commute by even an hour, that would certainly help you avoid some of the dangers that are out there right now. I want to toss it back over to meteorologist Troy Bridges, keeping an eye on all of those tornado watches and warnings. Troy?
Yeah, and you just mentioned the tornado watch. That means conditions are favorable. Now, if you've just tuned in, we did have a tornado warning just moments ago in parts of DeKalb County. That has pushed off and it has started to weaken. Now you can see the yellow shading. That is the tornado watch, meaning conditions are favorable. We're still seeing the chance that one of these little spin ups can happen as we head into the next couple of hours. In fact, officially, this yellow shaded area, that is for most all of the Atlanta metro and most all of Georgia, central Georgia and South Georgia, as we track this risk of a couple of tornadoes. It goes through 9 o'clock this morning. So let me show you Futurecast here. Jonathan was just showing you the current radar, and now we're going to take you into what to expect as we go through the next couple of hours. And notice that big line of showers and storms. Watch the clock at the bottom of the screen. Notice as it pushes off to the east within the next hour or so, and then wrapping around this big storm system. Look at this. We've got blue on the screen indicating a little bit of snow flurry activity as we go through the next couple of hours. So once we push this storm system out, look at the clock, even by 5 o'clock this afternoon, the chance for a little bit of snow flurry activity. You ask why? Well, because temperatures are going to be dropping so quickly through the day. So starting off in the 50s and 60s as this front continues to push through, and then temperatures dropping off. So I do want to show you the hour by hour breakdown here. We're going to be dropping down into the 20s, even the teens in the mountains overnight tonight. But look at this. By noon, still a few lingering showers, even a chance for a snow flurry or two with a temperature of 47 degrees. By 5 p.m., we're going to 42 degrees and then down to 39 at 7, down into the 20s later tonight. Let me show you that 7-day forecast really quick here so you see what we're talking about. Today, a next weather alert day really until about 9 o'clock. Then we push the bulk of the severe threat out. We still see some rain possibly lingering as late as the afternoon hours with a little bit of snow. Then tomorrow, a high temperature of only 48 after warming into the 70s through the weekend, 57 on your Wednesday with lots of sun. And then look at that on into the end of the week. We are going to be warming right back up to the mid 70s, even close to 80 for the weekend. Let's go back to Kaylee, who is at Jackson International Airport, Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport right now. And there is a ground stop. Do you think that's going to be ending anytime soon, Kaylee?
Well, Troy, it doesn't look like it. And even as this ground stop has been issued, these TSA checkpoint lines have not gotten any better. It's nearly a 2-hour wait, and that wait is still continuing to increase. So these storms are moving through the Atlanta metro, and as they are, the TSA is dealing with staffing shortages connected to that lapse in federal funding. And union leaders say today marks the first full paycheck many TSA workers have missed during that shutdown. Travelers telling us they've quite never seen anything like this, and what they're experiencing today combined with these issues. One saying he's been waiting for an hour in line. And back out here live, foot traffic is still exponentially increasing. It hasn't gotten better since this morning. And today at 1 o'clock, TSA workers will be holding a press conference, essentially calling out this government shutdown that's been forcing them to work without pay. We'll send it back to you in the studio. Yeah, right there.